So you might be wondering why I'm sitting in our solar-powered golf cart. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a little bit different than most videos that we do because while we are still living in our RV and whatnot, this is not going to be a video necessarily about the RV, but about our solar-powered golf cart that I didn't build the golf cart, but I converted it to solar. Hey guys, so if you want to see how I built the solar-powered golf cart or what you would need to do this kind of conversion to your own golf cart, please leave down in the comments. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. I'd be happy to make a video about it. It's awesome. So I know a lot of you guys, a lot of RVers have golf carts. We have a golf cart while we're living here in Florida full-time, which is going to be changing here in a couple months. But for now, we do still have our golf cart. So I wanted to make a little video on a modification that I did to it. So in this video today, I'm going to be talking a little bit about 3D printing and 3D design, and if it's something that I think is useful to RVers. I think everyone should own a 3D printer if you're handy and you're a do-it-yourselfer, that kind of thing. It's an incredible tool that can be used in so many different ways, from just making simple little fidget toys and things for the kids to actually making usable parts like I will be doing today. Alright, so the issue is we bought this golf cart and it had these empty spaces here where plates used to cover. I'm not exactly sure what would go there, but I'm going to cover them up and actually integrate our shunt battery monitor into it. Right now you can see it's definitely not properly hooked up. We don't have 0% battery life, but I've got to get that hooked up right too. But I want to integrate it into the dash. These are by no means professional engineering drawings, but these are my dimensions. You might not be able to read them, but I know what I wrote down, so it makes sense to me. I'm using these cool little 3D printed radius gauges that I made to determine the radius of this over here. And obviously this one's too big. I think the radius was 9 millimeters. I think that I put down, yeah, 9 millimeters is what the radius is. But yeah, these are very helpful little tools if you're into making at all. All right guys, I wanted to just give you a little look into how I designed these face plates. I put them in SolidWorks, which is a professional CAD software. So I use SolidWorks, or I also use Fusion, Autodesk Fusion, for 3D modeling. So this is pretty much it. It's just a very simple plate with a fillet, and then this little latch here. This is the large face plate. As you can see, this box in the middle here is where I had originally, and of course I have the whole design upside down, but I had originally thought about putting the battery monitor on the large plate, but I discovered that it fits perfectly on the small faceplate, as either you guys have seen or will see shortly. So I went ahead and I put the cutout in the small faceplate so I could leave more room in the big faceplate if I wanted to throw other switches or whatnot on the dash there. So yeah, this is the software that I modeled it all in, and then take it over here to Bambu Studio, which I have Bambu Lab 3D printers, and throw the STL into Bambu Lab and send it to my printers from there. I know it's still really early in the video, but if this kind of content is interesting to you guys, let me know down in the comments what kind of things you'd like to see me make in the future, maybe. Alright, so I've made a PLA version of what I believe is going to be the final version, and PLA is just a type of cheaper 3D printer plastic. see if, all right, it looks like it's gonna fit. The only issue I'm gonna have, I believe, is gonna be that lip, because yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna fit. So my goal is to put that, or put this battery monitor into this side, and then I'm just gonna do a flat panel right here. Maybe eventually I can cut holes and put like different switches and whatnot, but for right now I'm just gonna do a flat panel. So yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to do a little bit of trimming to this plastic right here. I just finished trimming it up with the worst tool for the job, but I didn't bring all of my tools down here to Florida, so that's what I got. That's I'm working with the hand I was dealt. All right, so let's see if this fits. All right, and the battery monitor. I think I nailed the measurements there. Look at that. Looks like it fits. All right, good deal. Now time to print the final iteration of it. All right, it's kind of a mess, but here's a look into the plate being printed right now on my Bambu Lab P1S. And then I was doing the test prints over here on my A1 Mini. For those of you guys who aren't too familiar, I realize I didn't explain the differences between the plastics I'm using. So most of the stuff up here that you can see, all like the different colors and whatnot, is PLA. It's kind of like your basic 3D printer plastic that just about everyone uses for just about everything 3D printed. I've also got some PETG HF, which I think stands, almost dropped this, which I believe stands for high flow, something like that. But about to lose it again. That's actually what I'm printing the final faceplate cover things in. So that's a pretty good filament for weather resistance, some chemical resistance. It's good for outdoor use. It's a lot more resistant to heat. It's not super UV resistant, but the golf cart is going to be covered. It's not seeing a ton of direct sunlight, so I'm not too worried about it. Then I've got some PETG carbon fiber, which is the same thing basically, except it's got little carbon fiber flakes in it. The same thing as regular PETG, which is what this is. And then I've got some glass-filled nylon, which I've got sitting in the heater. And then got a couple other little filaments here, but those are the main ones that I use. All right, looks like the print is finished up. I'm gonna pull the plate off, let it cool. It's looking good. And let the plate cool, and then I'll take the print off and we'll go try it out. So I printed that for Reagan. Printed this to hold my CPAP mask when I'm done using it, and clearly it's getting a lot of use right now. Also printed this key holder here, which is kind of cool, just like these little hex keychains that slide in there. Oh, just everyday items like a shoehorn. Printed this little incense holder that's right now propping this thing up to let it cool. Printed a big marble run for our son. Printed this Halloween wreath. This whole thing is 3D printed. It's kind of cool. It's like Lego style Halloween wreath. Printed baskets, spool holders, cup holders. The kids' room, there's a little bit more here. So each of the kids has a cup holder that I've 3D printed so they can have a cup by their bed or a bottle by their bed at night. Cheyenne has a Yodo player, so I printed this little station so you can store her cards here and wirelessly charge it there. Charlie, 3D printed her like this nightlight thing, which, I mean, you can see, you're seeing our camper quite raw right now. It is not cleaned up at all. So yeah, so I mean, 3D printers have a whole lot of uses. 3D printed that little pencil holder, there's some Pokemon card holders and a rain stick. So there's a whole lot you can do with 3D printers. They're pretty awesome. One of the things I forgot to show you guys is got this cool little picture holder that I 3D printed for our Instax photos. So Instax is like the new Polaroid. Fujifilm makes it. But yeah, they're little basically Polaroid pictures that can get stored in there, and then you can have on display 4 of them. So I just threw a few in there the other day.
Daddy, don't forget you printed these for you. And the
These
stinky
what?
truck.
These what? What did I forget?
You forgot this one, this one, this one.
Oh yeah, I printed a bunch of toys and stuff.
This one.
Little bullfrog calls, a basket for our apples, and apparently cell phone chargers, and some little mellow cream. It's basically like candy corn type fall snacks that are not our favorite. That's why they're still there. All right, so the 3D print is finished. I've just got to take the little supports off there, and we'll go give it a test. Okay, so to remove these little supports, I should just be able to pop them off like that. Look at that. Pretty clean. Got a little bit of cleanup work, but nothing too bad. Whew. Popped them off. All right, let's, I'm gonna clean up these little, well, the camera will focus. Yeah, there we go. There's a little bit to clean up, but I'm gonna clean that up and then we're gonna go try out the print. Oh, and a dog poop bag holder, which we clearly need more dog poop bags because this is the last one, but it holds like 6 or 8 of them. Yeah, kind of cool. We keep it right by the dog leash. All right, let's go out to the golf cart. All right, moment of truth. If I don't drop it. Moment of truth. Does it fit? All right, so it looks like I need to, unfortunately, take 1 millimeter off of the end of this because I can get it in there, but it bows out a little bit, and that's not what we want to happen. I want it to be able to come out fairly easy if it needs to. But I mean, overall, it looks like it's gonna work okay once I take care of that. All right, we're gonna try this again. I went ahead and got the wire run already for the battery monitor, but moment of truth after. I'm gonna have to do this off camera because I've only got one hand. All right, got both of them fitted in there, and it looks like it fit pretty well. And I like that some of the texture that I put on it. It doesn't exactly match perfectly with the texture on the plastic here. It's a little shinier, but there's some texture there, and there's some texture on the little cup holder thing. So I think it works, and it looks a heck of a lot cleaner than it did. So I'm happy with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please let us know in the comments if you'd like to see more of this kind of content where I'm making stuff with a 3D printer. I'd be happy to. It's a fun little hobby of mine. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you like it, and if you'd like to see more of it, what kind of things you'd like to see me make.